Всем привет, друзья! Продолжаем проходить Nobody Wants to Die. Игра вроде не длинная, а короткая. Возможно, сегодня полностью ее пройдем. Если не наскучит этот шикарный геймплей.
Waking Sarah up for a drunken call was as healthy as my usual cigarette dinner. But I needed this conversation. And something told me she needed it too. Anyway, it was a nice contrast with all these conversations that leave me hungover even when I don't drink. Like this. Seems like the whole city's turning to dust, and I still feel the festive atmosphere. We gather around the fire, sing songs, argue about politics. Thanks to this charade, you've lied to yourself for another year that your life matters. Shit. I have to go home. Not good.
Welcome home, James, Kara. I recommend immediate decontamination. The level of contamination of the shell is alarmingly above all norms.
I know.
The synchronization test will take place soon. Please do not leave the apartment for the next 24 hours.
Fuck. Where are the fucking drugs?
Don't you already know who the murderer is?
How did I...
Hey, doesn't the hero die at the end?
Yes. Glad he's trying.
And when will you cuff me?
You want me to cuff you?
Don't you want to?
If I don't get up from this couch and grab my drugs, I'll die.
К чему постоянно эта фраза про наручники?
Drugs should be in the kitchen.
По-любому не просто так.
Maybe upstairs.
А чё такой погром в хате? У меня где-то склад был с таблетками. По-моему, в туалете. Да, в туалете были.
Damn, empty. I think I had an.
I won't get rid of this hologram unless you take me there. Copy that. I really would love to go there. You look terrible lately. Try to smile a little. Just a little bit.
There's nothing in this one either. Well, that leaves the bedroom.
Так здесь же склад был. Огромный.
Shocking! Outrageous! No wonder people are pissed. I'm pissed! The law makes us slaves of the system without giving us the slightest chance. Please tell us to stay at home? Good luck with that. The city is on fire!
Attention! The sync test is ready. Immediately approach the Hestia module. Logged. James, Kara, welcome back. I'm starting the synchro test.
Please take a deep breath and imagine a safe space. Feel the ground under your feet. Excellent. Very literally, but perfect. Please select a seat. Our own death is a difficult experience that we naturally repress from consciousness. In order to enable smooth functioning in the new body, we need to remember the last moments of our lives and
together face the trauma of the last death. Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
before we get to the point, please recall the first death.
It was just an injury. I just changed my body. And my old shell went to the Hall of Fame. It looks pretty good there.
Please start calibration process. Calibration successful. Thank you. Let's go to the memories. It's time to confront them. Proceed to the next stage. The key to synchronization is the ability to put the past into perspective. Please try to do this. You are at the peak of your abilities and career. Have you thought about buying a Synchro Plus program?
Thanks. I can't afford it.
No worries. Common tests work just as well. Please, continue. A new body, a new chapter in life?
I had no choice. I didn't synchronize with the new shell like I did with my original.
Positive rate threshold is excellent. You found a new purpose in life. Finding yourself in a new reality is a huge challenge.
Turns out I have a knack for this job.
Do you miss your job?
You don't even realize.
Let's move on to the last death event. It seems that the complexity of the trauma will not allow us to continue.
I can handle it.
Synchronization is a process, not an act. Try to isolate minor events using all your senses, or stop and extend the recovery period.
No. I'll remember. I'll get it from my memory. Some shine, grease, burn, and...
Excellent.
Seriously? I had a chance to hit it, but my gun jammed, even though I cleaned it the day before.
Who did you want to hit?
All I remember is we were on a mission. Me and Seth. Explosion. I think it derailed the train. My ears were ringing and... Fuck! I don't remember.
What about Seth and the one you were chasing? Can you focus on them?
I'll try.
James, blame yourself for what happened to him?
We got a lousy job. He knew the risks. But I was his partner. He relied on me.
Unstable simulation.
We'd better stop for today, all right?
Now? When do I get a chance to pass the damn test? I won't let this go. I can't. I'll finish it, and I'll be back where I belong.
Attention. Dynamic element detected.
James, it's dangerous. It could be projection, not recollection.
What projections? This is my fucking window.
We recommend staying home. Your mental state is very strained and you need time to recuperate.
How long until I'm back to work?
From 9 to 12 months. Estimates may change.
Fuck! Sarah, I fucked up. I don't know how to say this, but I think I'm admitting guilt.
What happened? Is everything all right? What have you done?
I can't do anything. I have no chance to go back.
James.
No. I'll finish the case. I won't leave it like this, but I won't drag you down with me. I'm sorry for earlier. I'll cover all traces. I can't drag everyone down all the time. You didn't deserve it.
Whew. Wow, that's very kind of you.
Excuse me?
You're such a drama queen sometimes. What did you think? I'd leave it like that? I'll leave you with it? I have a few leads to discuss.
Really?
You think you're the only person in this town who wants to know what's going on?
Let's get busy then.
Where do we start?
Since the Zeppelin crashing into the building right after Green's death is more than just a lucky break.
Lucky?
For us. Definitely not for them. You know exactly what I mean. Let's start with the connection between the Green case and the Icarus shooting. Was the toxicology of the rest clean?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but it was normal for this social class.
You've identified him. Great.
Yeah, it's a developer named Travis Collette.
Travis Collette. Bonjour, Travis. Travis Collette. Travis Collette.
James!
Sorry. These clues are harder to tie together than Colette's pricey necktie.
I hope your detective works better than your similes, Ace.
That damn snake again.
It looks fresh this time. Probably made on the day of the massacre.
The famous psychologist, back in the circle of suspects.
More on the periphery. You think Kovalev had poison in his blood too? Like Green?
Do you have access to the CTC registers? It should be in there by now.
Checking. Roy, Park, Dean is there too, but no sign of Kovalev.
So we have another connection to Green. A final death. Burn to a crisp.
Was that laughter?
No. So the watch with a photo. Sarah, do you have access to the CTC registers?
Just checked. Kovalev's Zekerite never made it there. Which means that this is another...
This is another final death. They both left this world, and they left behind quite a mess.
Do you think they managed to carry out the plan from Green's letter?
All we know is they gave their lives for it.
Could anyone here know Green and Kovalev were up to something?
Damned good question. Let's check. Salma again. She might have known something.
Would Kovalev have let her go then?
She could pull strings.
All the more reason for Kovalev to take her down, right?
That tell you something?
Shit. Too many copper phase conductors with polyvinyl insulation.
What?
I really don't know.
Despite what we saw in the Icarus reconstruction, Phalanx really does have quite a rep.
I still don't know how he encrypted the Icarite. Why do something like that?
To avoid answers when your corpse turns up in an inconvenient situation.
As the Chief's trusted man, he must have known about Green's death.
Just what was he looking for here? Sarah, can you check what building this is?
How am I supposed to do that? This is just a small section. I need more to work with here. Motherfuckers. I still can't believe it.
At least their plans will take a while longer.
Buying the blueprints for Green's apartment from Colette. And Colette didn't know about Green's death. And that order not to board Icarus. You think Dean was following the Chief's orders?
We can't rule out that Dean was working for someone else.
Like who? And what the hell do Green's plans have to do with it?
Let's focus on the second question.
You think we missed something at Green's?
Everything points to that.
As long as everyone's focused on the riot now, the apartment should be empty.
Great. Let's finish what we started.
Diagnostics complete. Repair cost and fine $938.
Oh, fuck you. And don't wait for me with dinner. I'll be late. After our little nightly talk,
I knew I wasn't alone in all this. Sarah may have been only a voice in my earpiece, but it was a voice of integrity and reason, which was what I needed at times, and which could be switched off at other times.
James, should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on. Turn on the camera. Stand back. The Fed secured the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
I'd like to see your file.
I erased it. Good luck with that.
I have my ways.
Ready.
Everything ends where it begins.
You watch too many movies. So what are we looking for?
A red X.
Okay. Any ideas? Let's keep it simple.
Going from corner to corner isn't simple.
I don't know. I'm looking. But wasn't that illegal? She would have had a top-down warrant served, right?
Green only introduced that legislation after her death.
Hang on. Are you telling me Green couldn't handle it that his wife died, and he fucked up our whole fucking society because of it?
As far as I can tell. That's not what the map wants to tell me. Okay, so he's interested in art.
Doesn't seem to be too much he's not interested in. You want to talk about what was on the artist's mind? Really? James.
I was curious. Just checking if you're paying attention.
This is not the place. Let's not give up. Safe? Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
If there was anything here, the feds got it.
I'm sorry.
We missed this one. Can you at least check what they took?
Probably. Okay. I'm convinced. Are we getting out of here?
Wait,
James?
it's not about the safe.
You just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Great idea.
Why am I saying anything?
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some interference. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yes?
Storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. Ugh, never mind.
Why such a large generator for such a small safe?
This isn't a generator.
You sound like an expert.
I was helping my cousin repair pneumatics like this. Tech from a mortal era. Rich people love automated shit in their homes. We still don't know what this device is for. Just keep looking.
The wall is a meter from the safe.
This box could lift several tons.
Maybe it's pumping gel into the roots. Although, it doesn't look connected. What next?
We have a card. Bingo! The first rich dude's secret wall safe of my career.
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Nice to see you develop.
Hey, fuck you. This is my idea. Don't push it. James, what is happening?
Sarah? Oh, fuck. So green at a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds a stamp collection. Another victim. Just more questions. Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear. Formal dress. A meeting? With a murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven. What? Fuck!
Get your act together. Don't you already know who the murderer is?
James?
Yeah, I tried to, you know.
Are you there?
Sarah?
James, I thought you had joined the noble ranks of the dead.
How do you... Who... Where are you?
Why don't we start with where you are?
What is this place? What happened here?
Well, I have bad news. You're late for the party.
Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect.
Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline. The governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him and the law now. He was standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is. Maybe I can lift the chandelier. The fire upstairs must have damaged the wires. Okay, but why did he fall? And where's the killer? Adam Cadis. Why am I not surprised to see you? Debauchery is your specialty.
shot. Needs a closer look. The Emperor of Screens. Make that god. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Maybe a little lower.
He influences more people than you think.
What is this? Everybody lies.
They learn to live a lie.
Okay, what happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve.
Never mind. He was standing here before the chandelier fell on his head. What's with these masks? Some subtle differences, but not enough to tell who's who. Or what. Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
8mm. Were you sitting here with a loaded gun?
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
The shootout started. You probably didn't consider that. You didn't shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
He shot the killer. Was that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
He aimed toward the piano. Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces. Like you got hit by a truck. Blagojevich. Journalistic scum. Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you.
What if he hated himself and helped create a world where everyone hated each other?
As if he flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more. Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate? So that was his spot. Shoe print. Maybe he ran? Where was the killer? Shit. Not enough data. I still don't know what this asshole was doing. Did you run away? Why in this direction? Doesn't make sense. Looks too rich for my blood. A broken bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me. Bingo. So you were sitting here. intact, even though bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that? That's where you were hiding. Fucking wiring. You've had your chance. No need to run across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
He was done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight. Yet something or someone stopped him. Shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Cadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway. What? Did you do this?
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light. High voltage.
Who's Sarah?
Now, let's see what happens when we connect this contraption. What is this? Couldn't he just keep his skeletons in the regular closet like the rest of us? When you're left with no desires except to kill, then it's high time to die indeed. Now I know where the damn glass came from. I thought nothing could surprise me today. Are these the ones I saw in holograms? Let's start with the photos. I don't know you. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun. Is it an Icarite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
It's time for pictures of your friend. The wound looks burnt. Someone was shooting at close range. Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. It turns out that they're all on one payroll. Blood trail. And anything else? How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you couldn't do the right thing. Let me show you whose side you picked.
How fucking kind of you. Drake Starr. I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. I've They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's, an expensive fetish. .9mm, same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from. Incognito, it's easier for them to open up to sensations. Pretty much everyone here knows each other. It went straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from eco marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position. Who are you?
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sarah of yours?
Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star. Looks like he almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds. Different blood types.
Presumably, the senator had a pleasurable time with Drake.
Before you got her, she was bleeding like hell. The senator used it as a shield. She gets hit and plays dead. Smart move. Was she trying to escape? Same weapon? 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadus. Ritual toy. Sharp. The senator must have held it. Drake's blood. And maybe yours too?
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her. Was she waiting for her moment? Drake had type O negative blood. This is a different type. She surprised you? Ton of lead. It burned skin. They had to struggle, but he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel. She crawled away. Didn't you notice? Something else get your attention? She almost gets you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote. Broken ribs. You crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Kata's shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach. A bullet from a revolver. Probably Cadis's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy. You were lucky as fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier? Lucky. But respect where it's due. Also a really good shot. You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. Covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. But where? I knew a guy who raised money for a movie over 2 shells. She didn't like it and started adding conditions. You can't show it like that. The kiss is too long. Costumes like this aren't appropriate for kids. The boy ended up hanging himself. But she censored articles about it and nobody found out. Recording console. I wonder what it turns on. Zilch. Gee, we go back to the beginning. Edward Green. What did you have on him?
Look around. Do you really think anyone would need more than what you see?
Did you leave the shrine with the weapons? Very subtle. I'll check to see if any victims were killed with this gun. .9mm, 5 bullets, half-empty clip. Did the killer shoot it? Or did they shoot at him? does she have to do with all this? Let's see where you take me. Another. This must be a dead end. Cables run deeper. Fuck. Not now. So close. So, Mount Olympus comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover. Same as on the table at Green's. He was here. Fucking Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them. I recognize this body. It should belong to one of the youngest bodies possible. No certificates. Icarite in this one? Age 21. Some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites, why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers. Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
No matter how much evil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back. He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slug secretary, Sarah Kai.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Sarah? You there? Fuck. I've restored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting.
Fuck you.
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her?
You can punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?
If I shut them in here,
Yes.
and the victims?
Maybe they want revenge.
What kind of sick game is this?
Or leave the door open. Your friends will find everything, and it'll blow over in a week.
I'm not green. You can't buy me. The silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. How could I let myself be tricked like this? She lived, not how she lived. I would say below poverty line, if not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her. Not even have a bar here. Focus, James. The question is, what are my taxes being spent on? Sarah needs electricity, and lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see. Broken cables for sure won't lead me to her. These cables come out of the converter. Sarah, where are you? Seem connected to the net. Damn it. Electric current powers up the antenna. It must be operational. Sarah needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look. Sarah? The murderer wanted to pull me into a maze, get me drunk with... What is this place?
target.
Police, don't shoot! Put the gun down, now!
Right. Then we live happily ever after.
What do you really want?
For you to realize you're making a huge mistake.
What have you done to her? Talk!
Drop your weapon and get out. I'm counting to 3. 1.
Let's settle this one-on-one!
James, can you hear me?
What the fuck?
Okay. Cool it now. It's me, Sarah. We're good. Just relax.
What in the actual fuck's going on?
I thought some junkie broke into my house. Sorry. I'm almost finished stitching you up.
Could you almost finish faster?
How'd you find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me.
Ow, 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 ow.
Stay still. Why did you come here?
When we lost contact, I thought he got you.
So that's why you busted in here like a psycho on a hunch?
A little more than a hunch.
Meaning?
I have some questions, too. One, actually. You should be in your first shell. The comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into?
And you're smoking too. Someone's fallen into bad company.
His body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
You're in your 30s, right?
29.
My bad.
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Cara had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
I'm good at that. So what have you gotten yourself into?
It's a long story and complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated stories. Talk.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
Just spill it already.
Fine. You want it? Here it is. I rented my body on the black market.
Sarah, what was your motive?
Motive? Seriously?
I'm not judging. I just...
What is this, an interrogation? No, fuck you.
What fucking emotions management issues? What are these figurines?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable. One night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs, where you came in. And back then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. And instead of sitting in the cold with her teeth chattering like any normal person, Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight. And then something flashed in the pile of rubble, so we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this little Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but looked valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
You sound like nobody was looking after you.
You're on your own fast in the slums, because you can either afford children, or you can afford new bodies. Not both. I was ahead of my family by the time I was 15.
How'd you do it?
We found out there used to be a museum here. So we dug more. Day after day, till our hands were bloody. But we kept digging for normal people. Portrait of misery, desperation, but for Taylor, we were adventurers on a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Would you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
And the authorities just looked the other way?
They didn't give a shit. It's the slums. We were dirt poor and surrounded by dirt, but we felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me. 8 years ago, give or take a few days.
Your sister?
No. We were in love. I remember exactly when she tricked me, because it was when I turned 21. First subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my fucking back.
That's bad. What am I missing?
After a month, her subscription expired. And we were broke, and there was no one to help her. She wound up in the bank, and the body went to auction. And that's why I have to get her out, no matter what it takes. You're the detective. Now you know my motive.
Oh, fuck! Damn it. Got any ambrosia anywhere? Anything higher octane?
I'll pour us something. Or you can also help yourself to ambrosia in the bedroom.
Remember it. This is older than me. This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
And shoot the shelf above the burglar?
I'd have time to reload and finish the piece of shit.
In the middle of the room was a bunch of files with names.
Can't you respect anyone else's privacy? I said none of the siblings knew. If something went wrong, I prepared myself for it.
But what's one have to do with the other?
I sorted things out for them and left a will that made it clear I believed Taylor and I would be in heaven at the bank.
So you're just lying to them?
Didn't you hear what I said? I do it for them.
Yeah, I heard. What if Taylor left you the same kind of will?
It's not the same.
Why not let them choose?
I don't know, honestly. How much easier would it be if we just died?
I wouldn't say it's easier. It's different. Trust me.
Why do I always do this? Sorry. Sometimes I think that might be better. We get our time here and we can use it, and then, even if there was no after, maybe here and now matter more.
Have you read Chicken of Justice?
There is no way you know this.
The last of his kind. He could give up, but he fights for a better world for the rest of us. A true hero.
Oh, I don't believe it. My brother Dario was crazy about him.
I already like this kid. The chicken is only one step away from detective stories. What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
Bottoms up. To honesty. I think we're gonna need it.
Okay.
What are you renting the body for?
Surrogate. For some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Sarah. Alright. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one? The current model.
They said it was recycled. Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
We can scan the shell and check.
There's no need, really. Let's not.
That's what I thought. Hypocrite. You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
It's not sleep when you're in the bank. It's nothingness. You don't feel anything.
Like transferring in CTC? I remember what you said. You said you'd rather die than go to the bank.
But for different reasons, remember?
James, I have to save her. Fuck. You understand?
I can't tell good from bad. Especially in this fucked up world. But if someone matters to you, you fight. Screw the cost.
Well, thanks, I guess.
Do you know what I'd give to see Rachel again? Fucking anything.
Thanks for being straight with me.
Press your finger.
I can handle it.
Sarah, I get the feeling you're not telling me something.
I suppose it'll come out sooner or later. It's about Jane Salma.
What about her? New evidence?
You could say that. She has my body.
What?
Calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
Are you fucking nuts?
I'm risking everything for you, shithead. Do you understand that? The whole world doesn't revolve around you.
I don't think the whole world.
So trust me, like I trusted you.
Sarah, we need to start investigating.
Just a minute. Not so fast. One more question. A basic one.
Yeah,
Why don't you tell me why you stormed in here like a lunatic?
I told you. I thought you were in danger.
Based on what? Did something happen when we lost contact?
Mm-hmm. Can you fire up the board here?
No.
We'll do it the old way then. In the meantime, I'll summarize the Red Room for you.
The Red Room?
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
I can't believe all this evidence. You were right from the start.
Seriously? What surprises you most?
That's not what I meant. But the murderer was behind everything from the beginning. Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
Okay. Where do we start?
How do you deal with that kind of desynchro?
And how do you deal with it?
I don't know if I'm the best example.
James, I managed to get what was in Green's safe. There were recordings of his synchro tests and a ton of private notes. It's pretty unusual.
Upload.
I still don't get that part of the story. When I think that they really used the...
At least the motherfucker's dead.
Everyone like him deserved it. Both died on dates shown on the symbols.
The problem is that Green's date of death was carved long ago.
Why didn't we have access to these recordings?
They were in the Red Room.
I'll try to get to them. How did you describe it? That you're losing control of yourself? It's a kind of consciousness erosion. We'll increase the dose of ambrosia and the amount of synchro tests. It should help.
I need something better.
We don't have anything else yet. I'm working on it.
It's one big joke.
Selma sounds familiar, don't you think?
Shit. I thought she was gonna get herself a synthesizer.
His own transfer machine. I can't even get my shit together after 3.
This explains his problems. They were his own doing. I learned this was the plan for the next 100 years. Numerous attempts to save what we have in this system.
And our system isn't perfect? At least for them.
Turns out not to be the case. Apparently, every prediction ended in disaster.
They didn't die because of money.
Yeah, they had plenty of it. There had to be another reason. Lots of familiar faces, but compared to Green, they're small fry.
It's their mouth that spits out lies that millions eat up.
getting used to the big names of the corpses at our feet. What are they doing there, apart from the obvious?
Together, they worked on how to calm the riots, how to use the Fourth Estate. Who knows if they would have failed.
Dickheads. You're telling me these are the only people who can deal with the chaos in this city?
Am I? No. But I think that's what Green is trying to tell us.
Do you buy it?
Well, this motherfucker knew corruption and power like no one else.
There may be no evidence that they made a transfer of consciousness at the time of the incident, but his behavior...
I know, it's damn suspicious. Let's just put it together piece by piece. Okay, whether it was Green's will or someone else who's pulling the strings, why did Green have to die?
I see at least three possibilities.
Can you be more specific, Miss Detective?
I'm throwing them in. Since the most influential players are more or less dead, their seats are up for grabs. Following this lead, Green didn't have to be the only one like that. The whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart. Green was the last person who could stop the spreading chaos.
I wonder if his death was a crime of passion, or if it was planned.
More than 300 years of accumulated power and plotting.
No one else could bear it.
Like I said, I have at least 3 hypotheses.
Yes, ma'am.
It would take years for his competitor to grow in political power.
True. You can't just grab someone off the street for a position like that.
Wasn't it more profitable to keep him alive? How sure are you of that?
Very. About 30%.
How much planning does it take to set up something like that?
I don't know. But we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all of this.
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
I don't dwell on that. I've had plenty on my mind.
Right.
Okay, let's try to draw some conclusions. It all comes down to one question. Could Green really be a puppet?
I thought so, but the more I watch the Red Room and foyer footage, the more I doubt it. Green, the way he gestures and talks to himself, he looks crazy.
Talking to yourself doesn't mean you're crazy.
You know what I mean, when he's waving his arms and hurting himself. But I have no idea what taking over a body would look like. Fuck, I don't know. Which one of them was behind this? Green or the killer?
The more important the decision, the less certain, huh?
We're out of time for mistakes.
He's a murderer. Green's death wouldn't make sense. He must have been influencing for a long time until he finally got him to shoot the other deviants. Damn influential deviants. He took another harvest on Icarus.
And if he's aiming to paralyze the city, to create chaos, so what's his next step?
The motherfucker leaves no trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No, poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
Oh, I think I have something. 2 weeks. No, shit. I was wrong. Forget it.
Sarah, rewind.
No, you can't touch your own case, or reconstruct it, or explain it. You can't defend yourself.
I'm the only one who can.
Oh, the fucking savior of the world. Can't you let go just this once?
You know the answer.
Damn you. Hang on.
I have to... What's this?
A new earpiece. This one shouldn't be so easy to spot.
Ah, thanks.
Looking in the mirror at yourself, sometimes the scariest thing imaginable. But it was time to face myself on my own, without dragging anyone out.
Riots in the city are drawing near to Green's farewell location, Central Park. Everyone in the area is asked to leave the area for their own safety and security, according to the police.
Dude, are you there? Hello? This guy looks shady. He's connected. Oh, this guy's a bull. Wait for me. We'll get it sorted together.
Seth?
Who else, genius? The voice of your conscience?
You're not really here. You're just a cocktail of desynchro and memories with a garnish of trauma.
Dude, you really don't get it. Don't do anything or you'll do something stupid. I just entered the initials and Hestia asked, am I satisfied with my work? They're calling from the top about it. This will end worse than usual.
You know I gotta do this. I need to know what happened.
Fine. But what if you don't?
I will. Whatever it takes.
I can't cover your ass if you do this. Jay!
We just received word of gunshots in Central Park. The crowd is panicking.
Truth is said to heal. The problem with this statement is that there are only two kinds of medicine that work. Those with an awful taste. And narcotics.
James, are you there?
Good to hear you.
I'll be on the line, but remember, in this place, desynchro can be deadly. Got any symptoms yet?
Thanks. Never felt better.
Damn it.
I can't see anything. Do you think there are any traces left after all this time?
I was here. How am I not one big lead? Most of the blood evaporated in the fire. Maybe the UV will detect something. People. Shoe print.
Is it...
I was ankle deep in blood. This is my...
James?
I don't have enough information to reconstruct.
Nowhere to run or hide. There's something here. I have to check it out. Some bodies were permanently damaged. The frame looks shot through. I'll check it. Looks familiar. It's my gun. Did I? No. We need to look for more evidence.
I don't know if reconstructing is a good...
Refusal of body credit. This guy just hit the memory bank from here.
Probably like most of the victims.
There was a major firefight here before the derailment. I'll check where the shooter was.
Shot them.
I remember this. It was chasing a guy. Looks like he was standing around here somewhere.
I already have a lot of data. I'm going to reconstruct.
James, think again. The reconstructor will try to use your memories because you were there.
It'll be fine, Sarah.
No, you won't. Wait. James, wait for me. I'll be back in a moment. I have something. I'll explain later.
It was almost midnight and there were still some children on the train?
The hell? What's going on?
We'll get through this difficult moment together. Can't remember? I'll tell you what happened.
I was chasing a dealer who was running away in the crowd.
You shot up those people.
No!
Look, then. It's you, James. The real hero.
I can't believe this crap. You're manipulating me.
You're pathetic.
I couldn't kill those passengers. It wasn't me. He overwrites my memories. What does he know about the train? From a synchro test? Is this how he brings out memories? Get out of my head!
Are you alive? Is that fucking blood?
Killer uses your memories against you like a parasite. Squeezes into gaps left by the desyncs and modifies them. I don't know. He hacked synchro tests and finds out everything? He does it somehow.
Run away from there. Come home and we'll talk about it. Don't reconstruct any further, understand? I can't be with you now.
What?
I'll explain later. My body is in trouble. Okay? Over and out.
Why do people keep leaving you?
I need to get to the next car. You don't get consumed by frustration. What's going on?
Did you know that in the last synchro test I talked about us? I understood that you would never accept my decision. Life ends. Even memories fade away. Nothing else will happen. We tried. I know. We were stupid. That would be wrong. We would be bad people. We really are. Because we're still alive.
She would never. It's my own fears, feeding on her death. Reconstructing this is gonna be Sisyphus work. The difference is Sisyphus tried to cheat death, not to immerse himself in it. Rachel had one. She wore it to games. What happened here? Didn't even have time to yell. A mortal wound. Why can't I remember anything? It's starting to look like a graveyard on wheels. I'm moving to reconstruction.
You always think you're someone you're not.
I shot a dealer on the run. I had to have a clean shot.
You didn't fucking care at all.
It's a joke. I will not kill. I didn't kill anyone.
You can smell it under your skin. Can you feel it rotting?
Why can't I remember it?
You do remember.
Okay. Let's assume that's true. I shot everyone like a madman. What's next?
Have a look.
Just like it forgot about you.
You think you know me? Here's where you're wrong. You can do it. You know what's real.
Interesting.
I wanted to get him and... hit him. That was all that mattered. Car.
Are you ready?
Why do you have to be so annoying?
He got hit hard. Why didn't he give up?
The dealer was standing here somewhere and bleeding. We'll try to reconstruct.
Why did you take her from me? I don't know what's going on. Do you know who I work for? Names! Now! Lunatic! We'll work this out with the boss. I'll shoot down this car and we'll all die.
Go ahead. But you're telling me one way or another. Who told you to sell Rachel the poison?
What? Who?
Who is he?
He doesn't know anything. A counter-terrorist team's on the way.
He's aiming at the car! Get the fuck out of here!
Are you crazy?
I'll shoot him down!
Why did you do that to Rachel?
Go!
I want names!
This was the last good day of your life.
I'm losing control.
this?
You're dragging yourself to the grave.
What the fuck?
You don't understand. All of this has power over you. Relax and accept the truth.
I'm tired of you being sorry. The world is tired to see you too.
Why do you cling so hard to this pathetic life? It makes no sense. Give it up. I want to help you. Stop. Are you fucking crazy? Want to play with a knife? Do you?
We are cruel. And you're a sadist when you look at me like I can take away your pain.
Do you always have to make it? Something good is finally coming to you.
Why did you do this to her? Why did you turn her against me?
Is that what you want to hear? My confession?
You motherfucker!
It's the only escape from the nightmare you are stuck in.
I saw in your eyes that you stopped believing in me. I let you down. For a moment, I even felt like I cared.
Help me! I don't have the strength anymore.
I'm sorry.
Please, step inside. You lost a long time ago, James. You're a walking corpse. I can feel your mind getting weaker by the minute.
You motherfucker.
You gave up a long, long time ago when you had everything. It wasn't hard life that destroyed you. Stop it.
James! James! I've been talking to you for 10 minutes! Give me a sign of life. Get in touch immediately! James! Hello? James, I need your help. Selma is, my body's in the middle of a riot and it's in danger. James, are you okay?
Yeah. But I'll regret this in the morning. I had a bad feeling about all this. A revolution is like an amputation. When it comes too late, it's sure to...
James, where are you going?
Don't worry, I'm just below the park. I'll run into our friends in blue. I'm already flying over.
Close all airspace. I repeat, close the airspace over the park. Regroup on 57 and stop them from getting south. I will be there soon.
It's not an easy day to be a police chief.
It's not easy for anyone.
himself if he tried. A forest of fake trees that last forever without actually being alive.
What exactly happened?
All I know is the mob ripped through the police cordon and attacked the rich folks at Green's celebration.
Where's Selma now?
James? Are you there? I've lost my vision. Talk to me.
Copy.
James! Oh, you're alive. You okay? Did you get hit hard? James, are you okay?
I think so. I had a hard landing. Border police car crashed near me.
Did you literally run into one of our friends in blue?
There he is! Quick!
Report it. Someone's coming.
He's still breathing! The fucker's hiding!
Back up.
Get him!
One sec.
This guy doesn't have much time.
Don't do anything. Can't risk it right now.
And rip out a Nicorite! Leave me alone! I'm police! I know. Fuck! Another cop? I'll finish him off so he doesn't get away! No! Wait! Let's get second. Up above! Look out! Police! Drop the floor!
Did we make it in time?
More or less. At least they didn't rip his Icarite open. What about Selma?
She got to the center of the riot. Now she's heading back. Head south and you'll run into her.
How fast is she moving?
Pretty fast and steady. I don't think she's hurt. We don't know if someone's after her.
Ладно, сделаем небольшой перерыв, запустимся попозже, к вечеру. Всем спасибо за просмотр, если понравилось видео, ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь и до вечера.